reminded that you're alive and you're well. So imagine every time you take a breath that 15 minutes of your life was taken away. According to the Addiction Administration at defeataddiction.com, that's what happens every time you smoke one cigarette. Whether it is us specifically or someone that we know, all of us are affected in not so good way by cigarette smoking. So that's why there's a desperate need for us to learn how to stop the addiction. I'm incredible to give you this speech because 5 months ago today, I quit smoking, and I will never go back. I battled an 8-year addiction to nicotine and smoking cigarettes, but I've also watched 2 of my grandparents lose their battle to lung cancer due to cigarette smoking. I'm going to explain 3 areas that can help us to all become quitters. The problem with smoking and nicotine in the cigarettes. I'm going to offer you some solutions to quit smoking, and I'm also going to help you visualize the results of being a non-smoker. So let's start with the problem. Nicotine is an addicting substance that induces euphoria. Euphoria is a sense of satisfaction in your brain. It has been proven to affect performance and mood, and it's been placed in cigarettes since the 1950s. The Addiction Administration states, nicotine addiction is more than 1,000 times addictive than alcohol and most other drugs. Now, nicotine and smoking, while preventable, are also the leading cause of dying at an early age in the United States. The administrators at AboveTheInfluence.com state, between 1964 and 2004, cigarette smoking caused an estimated 12 million deaths, including 4.1 from cancer and 5.5 million from cardiovascular disease. I want to share with you some solutions to help you quit now that you've heard the problems. A lot of people find that smoking is less of an addiction and more of a routine. So if you change your routine by not visiting the same restaurants or bars that allow smoking in their facilities, that lowers your opportunity to smoke. Also, in as little as 30 minutes a day of physical activity, it curbs your craving for smoking a cigarette. So try going for a walk instead of a cigarette break, or washing the dog, cleaning the house, anything that gets your body moving, because exercise releases endorphins, which also causes euphoria like nicotine does. Staying busy can help you to lower your opportunity also by telling yourself that you have something to do other than smoking a cigarette. You're lowering your opportunity also. So now that I've offered you some solutions, I want to help you look at a visualization of results. The benefits of quitting smoking are huge. Not only do you live longer, but you can breathe easier. Louise Chang, who wrote an article for WebMD, states that in the first few weeks of quitting, your lungs begin to rid themselves of harmful irritants. Chang also says after 20 minutes, your blood pressure and heart rate return to normal. Within 24 hours, your heart attack risk begins to fall. And within a year, your risk of heart attack or your risk of heart disease drops to half. And after 10 years, you are no more likely to die of lung cancer than someone who has never smoked. So that is also very true. I'd like to tell you, right before I quit smoking, I went to the doctor, and my blood pressure was 154/96. I went to the doctor last week, actually, and now it's been 5 months today. My blood pressure is 110/68. So it is true what they say. So after hearing what I've told you, it's easy to see why quitters always win. By discussing the problems of smoking and the nicotine, and solutions to quit, and helping you to visualize the results, I hope you leave here today more aware of just how cigarette smoking affects all of us. I had an interview with my father, and he suffers from osteoblastoma, which is a cancer starting in the bones, but it started as a tumor in his brain, and it has spread throughout his body, and he used to be a smoker, and his parents were both the grandparents that I lost due to cigarette smoking. So he feels very strongly and passionately, as I do, about stopping cigarette smoking. And after I interviewed him, he asked me a question that gave me a whole new outlook on life, and that's what I want to end with today. He asked me, would you rather die living, or would you rather live dying? Think about it.
Ooh.
Wow.